welcome back to another video with Shine with Sheena. I used to be Mix and Match, but changed the name. I still do basically the same things, I just changed the name. So without further ado, I do want to go ahead and get into the video. And for you guys that are new, please hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss what's happening over here. Anyway, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys got your drinks. Today mine is water, whether it's tea, whether it's coffee. Come on, sit right down and let's girl chat. Let's sit down and talk. All right, you guys, without further ado, you know I always have my notes. So let's get this party started now. The title is How to Come Back from a Heartbreak. And any food that is coming from this channel is coming from what I've been through. So without further ado, we're going to go into number one. Number one is be patient, give yourself time to heal, and let your emotions transpire. Now, for me, this one was a big one because sometimes we want to push down our emotions. We don't want to allow them to come up. But when we do, that's the cleansing happening. You know, and we need to allow them to come up so we can grieve them, so we can feel them and release them and get rid of them. We need that to happen. You know, whether it's anger, it's you know, there's stages of grief. But God wants us to be healthy, and He wants us to be whole. So those things that have scarred us, that have wounded us, that, you know, have caused the heartbreak, they need to come out so that we can experience that wholeness. Be patient with yourself, because sometimes this takes time. I can sit here and I can speak it, but really, for some people, it's going to be, you know, some people are in these toxic relationships for years and years and years. So it's not going to be a week or a month or maybe even a year that they able to work through things. You know, they may have to go through extended counseling. So be patient with yourself. Again, I say that. So we're going to move on to number two. Don't return to the person or thing that caused the heartbreak. And this is a big thing because sometimes, you know, as women, like, all we can remember is the good times. But what about the bad? What about that time that he took your money or he cheated on you? What about those times? So, you know, that emotion that comes over us to go back is not healthy. And it's only going to cause us further duress. It's not going to help you. It's going back in. It's like, I remember when I would constantly take this person back. It's like I put a Band-Aid on a situation, but really it needed surgery. And sometimes we do that. And if you continue to do that, you're not going to get the results that you desire, because you're going to be putting a Band-Aid on something that needs surgery. It needs to be cleaned out totally, completely. So in that moment of weakness, in that moment of I need this right now, you know, because I believe many of us have been there. I want this right now, you know, and really, we're not doing ourselves any good. It's just a temporary solution, which is gonna also further inflame that wound, because it may be good when you go back in. They may change for a little bit, for temporary, but then all of a sudden, all those old ways, all those old things just start coming back into the picture. So if you do this, you're going to do yourself an injustice. So I'm gonna rest on that one, and just think about that one. We're gonna go to number 3. Keep talking to God. God heals. He said, I come to heal the brokenhearted. I came to set the captive free. Now, there are situations where, because the trauma has extended years and years and years and years, that there's going to be, you're going to need some in-depth counseling, because that root, they're going to have to go in by the root, and that is where the healing is going to have to start, by the root. So be patient with the process. You will make it through. Number 4, do a new interest. Focus on a new interest. You know, whether it's speaking, whether it's there's so many different ones out there. I mean, there's nature things that you can, do, traveling. Focus on a new hobby. Focus on something new. Experience something that you never did before. Because this is only going to help you. Honestly, this is only going to help you. So that is explanatory within itself. When you're focused on something else, you're not going to focus too much on what hurt you in the first place, which is that heartbreak. And yes, there's a time to deal with it, but also there's a time to just live your life and enjoy life and experience new things. There's a time for everything. So that is number 4, and we're going to move on to number 5 now. Rise above it in your thinking. Now, I know that this is difficult. I'm not saying to stuff things down. I'm just saying to not allow it to control you. Your emotions, your actions. I know it's easier said than done. I know this. But it's possible. It's possible. Start reading books. Read the word more. Because you need to you need to focus your thinking. Allow time to heal before you start something new with someone else. And let me tell you, this one is huge, because this literally happened to me. I mean, all the other things happened to me too, but this one I remember so vividly, because I began, I was in the healing process, and all of a sudden I started talking to someone else, and I remember, him doing something, and I can't remember exactly what he did, but it triggered what I had just gone through, because I wasn't completely healed. That is why it happened. I wasn't completely healed. And although this person is a good person and doesn't mean to harm me, it's like automatically my defenses went up. Automatically I shut down. Automatically. Completely and entirely. So this is a big one. Allow yourself the time to heal. You need to be whole. You need to be complete before allowing someone else back in. If you have not been completely healed from that past trauma, trust me, there will be a trigger that will cause you to relive that past trauma and compare. And we want to give people a fair shot. We want to be in healthy relationships. We want God's will for our lives. And if we are still not completely healed from our past trauma, we need to work on ourselves so that we can be all that we can be in the army. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. But we do need to be all that we can be. And when we go and we have a new relationship, we can bring our complete selves, our whole selves, into a whole relationship. So basically, those are, I thought it was 5. Anyway, those are the 6 ways on how to recover, how to come back from a heartbreak that I found, and that I feel that God has inspired me, that it has helped me and is going to help others. So like I said, I'm about to end the video, but like I said, I wanted to bring clarity and make sure that we understand that there are levels to trauma, levels to the damage that has been done, and we have to get the help according to as we need. Check out with that. And I just want to let you guys know that if no one has told you that you are beautiful, I just want to let you know God does not make any junk, and you are beautiful. Shine with Sheena is signing out. Until my next video, I will see you guys. Much love to you.